Hello guys, how are you doing today? First of all, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Jonathan Ramirez, and for today we are going to talk about neuro activities, okay? This presentation is going to be divided into three different tasks, where basically there will be a different activity with different population and different strategies, okay? So let's start with the activity number one. In the activity number one, I decided to propose an activity that is called types of stones, where basically students will be able to identify and differentiate different types of stones, such as constructive, tool, precious, sacred, in a real or simulated context. The methodology that I decided to choose was clay, with a timing of 15 minutes. Okay, the subject is social science, and the grade are gonna be students who are in sixth or seventh grade. Why? Because, for example, here in Colombia we have something that is called estándares básicos, yeah, and those basic standards are gonna be different because the Ministry of Education proposes that, for example, from sixth to eighth grade, students will have to develop different competences, yeah, but they don't have a specific grade, no, okay. And this activity, basically, we will have some remarkable skills to work on. And those parts of our brain that I'm gonna try to focus on are gonna be the parietal lobe, the frontal lobe, the hippocampus, and the cortices. Because when we are talking about those items, those parts of our brain, they will improve our fine motor, our memory and learning, and our critical thinking and analysis. Okay. Um, it's going to be divided into three different activities. In the first one, we have the warm up, where basically students will have to guess the rock. Yeah, they are gonna make conversations in class. They are gonna move, interact, and of course, try to get the answer. The main activities. There will be different stations in the classroom with samples of different types of rocks. Yeah, so basically they will find information about the rocks and the characteristics, and they are gonna try to understand why they are really important for our society. In the follow-up activities, the teacher will provide building materials in order to create the rock that was previously assigned by the teacher. Okay. In the second task, it's an activity called What Are You Like? Where basically the object is to develop emotional skills in students, yeah, including the ability to recognize, express, and understand their own emotions, yeah, in order to empathize with the emotions of others. Okay. The methodology that I am going to use in this opportunity, it's called communicative approach. The level it's for upper intermediate students, and the timing it's similar. Okay, 50-minute class. In the warm-up activity, students will try to guess the emotion. Yeah, one student of the classroom will act out an emotion, and the other ones are gonna guess. The main activities, it's an emotion diary. It's gonna be something similar, for example, when students are trying to, uh, students are not the same person, for example, when they are in educational environment, when they are with their parents, with their friends, with their teachers, yeah, and they are gonna try to express what kind of emotions they never show to the others and why, yeah. And in the follow-up activities, students will have to represent a drawing about the type of emotions that they are experiencing lately. Okay. Uh, the parts of our brain that we are focusing on are going to be the tonsils, the brain cortex, the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex, and the accumbens nucleus. Okay, these parts of our body are going to be really remarkable because they stimulate, for example, our emotions. Yeah, they try to tell us, for example, how to act correctly depending on the situation. And the last task that we have for today, it's called chemical reactions. Okay, in this opportunity, there is an important, remarkable objective because students will be able to understand chemical reactions by observing a reaction between baking soda and vinegar, and they are gonna try to explore some important concepts in class. Okay. It's also a clear class, a 50-minute class for 6th and 7th grade students, and the subject is natural science. All right. In the warm up activity, yeah, basically it's similar to have a brainstorming activity, and basically students are going to express what they know about chemical reactions, and of course the teacher is going to introduce the topic, the concepts. In the main activity, the class will be divided into groups or into different couples, where each one of them will have a plastic bottle. They will have drops of fruit coloring. They will have baking soda or vinegar. And when they are mixing, for example, these kind of elements at the same time, they will have a reaction, they will have a result similar, for example, when a volcano explodes. Okay. And in the follow-up activities, they will continue practicing their speaking skills. They will discuss how the reaction between baking soda and vinegar was. Okay. And finally, the skills that we are uh, practicing on are going to be the frontal lobe, the cerebellum, and the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. Okay, because for example, when we are making experiments with our hands, when we are touching, when we are analyzing and having critical thinking about the possible results, those are going to be the most important. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you have liked my ideas. Okay, see you in another one. Thank you.